Okay, hi class, welcome back to the tutorials. Got a big treat today. We're going to be doing a sketch of Dominique, a very good friend of mine that I met last year. So let's get started. Okay, here we go. So Dominique's got quite distinctive features. She's got what we'd probably call a heart-shaped face, so that's the shape I'm aiming for to begin. Center line down the middle, as usual, and then probably her biggest, most noticeable feature is her eyes, which are very big. So we're going to exaggerate those. But she's also very pretty, so we want to make sure we maintain that look that she has. So when you're doing eyes as well, this distance here between the eyes is quite important. So rather than thinking of it as two separate units, the two eyes, try and think of them as working together as a pair, and I think that will help you. Okay, and if you notice, I'm keeping the lashes very simple for now. It's just really one stripe. There's no individual lashes. That can sometimes end up complicating the whole thing. She doesn't have many lashes underneath, which is fine. That's just a statement. That's a fashion of hers. Some ladies might prefer to go all the way around, both top and bottom, with the mascara and the eyeliner, but others prefer it just on the top. So, but I'm no expert at this, so don't ask me. I just draw what's in front of me. Good, so I think we've got the eyes looking nice. Put a very slight top lid on here, nothing too much, and then the eyebrows are going to come out in that same kind of direction as the eyes. It looks lovely like that. Her nose is fairly slim and quite small. And then her mouth is actually quite large. I don't mean large in terms of it being wide, but it's just it's quite full. That's probably a better word. Her bottom lip is larger than the top, which gives her that look, that whatever you want to call it. And then her chin is quite small. Now, the next thing is the face. Let's try and get that nice round heart shape face that I mentioned before. Okay. Now, one thing I'm going to do today is to actually raise the shoulder as per the reference. And that's just going to cut into the face slightly, which is okay. think she's wearing a motorcycle jacket, which looks great. It's very cool. Now the hairline on the photograph is quite high. And I'm debating whether to keep it there or not. I think actually I might keep it. I did have other ideas for the hair, but for now this will be fine. And you've seen me draw hair before, which I tend to do very, very simply. Always keep it as simple as possible. Even if it's complicated, if it's frizzy hair, if it's some fantastic design for a wedding, there should always be a way to look at it and break it down into very simple shapes. Now I want to make sure I keep that eye direction properly focused on the camera. And if you notice her hair does, even though it's straight, it does tend to swell out once it's past her face, which is nice. It really is a great feature of this character. And if you notice again, I'm using the side of the pencil just for some shading, just to get some depth into the drawing. I think it's looking quite nice. So we've got the jacket here. So doing leather is always quite complicated, but again, if there's a way to simplify it, we'll try and find it. So it's usually just a combination of dark and light areas, a lot more shiny than the hair's going to be. Good. So I'm all ready to switch now to my black pencil. Okay. So let's go forward with a bit of cleanup. And we'll just pick the areas that we like. Especially the hair looks great. I've also changed the paper. I don't know if you noticed, but this is special artist paper, which I quite like because it gives it a bit of an edge. It gives it more of a bite and a grain than the other flat office paper. So you don't have to use this, but I like it. I like the feel of it. It gives a bit of a drag to the pencil. It stops it feeling like you're drawing on glass or a smooth, slick surface. I've left an area of white here just to look like there's a highlight on the bottom lip. That really helps as well. So you've got highlights in the eye and on the bottom lip, anywhere where it's looking shiny, basically, on characters. You want to try and find a way to just avoid colouring in or shading that area. As usual, if you have any questions or any comments, send them to rick@rickmachinstudios.com and I'll be happy to help you. Good, so we're almost there. Just a bit of tidying up. I might also put a bit of a shadow down the side of the face. That always looks quite nice. And also here under the hair, just to lift it off the face a little bit. Good, so I think that's okay, that's all done for Dominique. So let's just sign that here, I suppose. So I hope you enjoyed that, and you'll come back and see the next one. I should have another one up in a couple of days. Okay, thank you. Bye.